Let's talk about the important beings in my world, and I want to start off with mermaids. Do they have to go up to the surface to breathe air? And if they don't, do they have gills? If they have gills, where are they? Are there different types of mermaids? How do they communicate underwater? Are they scary mermaids? Do we want them to be scary mermaids? I think I do. Anyways, I have a lot of questions about how mermaids should work in my world, and I thought it would be fun to go on a journey together to figure things out. Okay, so I found that a lot of people base their mermaids off of dolphins, and I don't really like that because dolphins are mammals and they need to breathe air pretty regularly. But I want my mermaids to be able to go on long, deep water expeditions and just live underwater for quite a while, so I'm not gonna go the dolphin route. However, I did find that there's a species of frog that can live underwater for several months. I think it's for hibernation, but we're just gonna take some loose inspiration from it. I think by having my mermaid still need to breathe air like the frog does, but only every once in a while, it gives a reason for them to go to the surface and a reason that people have spotted them over the years. So in my world, mermaids will live underwater primarily, but they'll come up and go on the beach every so often. Also, frogs come in different colors, and so I definitely want my mermaid tails to reflect that. But what if their color of their tail indicated what kind of species they were, or if they had some kind of special ability? Ooh, what if some mermaids were poisonous and so their tail color showed that? I think that could be pretty cool. Now that I have all these ideas, I'm gonna let them settle and marinate for a bit, and I'm gonna go draw what one of my mermaids could look like. So I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you all later. Now that we've kind of figured out mermaids, it's time to plan out their magical companions, and that is the sea serpent. And I'm super excited for this because I've already been brainstorming a lot of different ideas. I definitely want sea serpents to be these big, huge, scary creatures, at least to humans. So in my mind, whenever a human sees a sea serpent, it's usually above water. And so when a sea serpent is above water, they're going to be really big and scary and menacing because they don't trust humans. And whenever they're in attack mode, that's when they get really big. However, when they're underwater just chilling with the mermaids, they're going to be a smaller size. Not tiny little fish, but not these full-on huge scary creatures. And I'm thinking because sea serpents can get big and scary, I definitely want my mermaids to match that energy and also be scary creatures. So sea serpents and mermaids have a really deep bond. Sea serpents are not only the protectors of the ocean as a whole, but of the mermaids as well, because not everything that lives underwater is friendly with each other. There are definitely creatures who are going to be seen as enemies to mermaids, sea serpents, and other smaller fish as well. Have I thought of them yet? No, but when I actually start plotting for this book, I'm going to dive deeper into the villains of this world. Since sea serpents and mermaids have this connection, I really want them to be able to communicate fully with each other. So I was thinking that mermaids and sea serpents can communicate telepathically. Also, sea serpents are extremely smart creatures, and along with being protectors, will also be very helpful to the mermaids in general, being able to do things that maybe mermaids cannot, such as controlling other fish. Mermaids and sea serpents are kind of big creatures, so smaller fish can be controlled and get into places that neither of them can get into, and maybe grab small items that are really important. Sea serpents are also stronger than mermaids, so they'll be able to break down large rocks and debris that are maybe prohibiting mermaids from getting to new areas and moving around. So then, what do mermaids do for sea serpents? Well, besides offering companionship, mermaids can heal sea serpents if they get injured in any way. They also help them hunt for food in areas that sea serpents are too big to reach. And they do work together to protect their home as well. It's not just sea serpents who care about shielding the ocean from humans and potential invaders. However, mermaids are able to communicate with humans in a way that sea serpents obviously cannot, so they're able to bridge that gap between the above water world and the underwater world. Okay, that is it for my underwater world for now. I do have some more ideas about how their civilization's gonna work, but I wanna hold off on that until I feel a bit more confident on that. But next time I wanna talk more about the coastal town up above, and it's gonna tie more into the underwater world as well. So there's a lot more detail that I have going on for that. But as always, thanks for watching.